Alrighty, guys. So, a lot of you have been enjoying my philosophical tidbits as of late, so I decided to give you another one. Uh, and in this case, history does not repeat itself, but man does. Okay? So, a lot of the time, you're gonna hear this wisdom or old age adage that if you want to know what the future is going to look like, read history. Or if you want to know what's going to happen, study history. While there is some truth to that, it would be better fitting and better suited to study the underlying cause of history, which is human behavior and human psychology. And the reason I say that is because we know for a fact that a lot of what we consider nowadays as factual history is fabricated, or it is written from the perspective of the author of that history, or an author that's influenced by the dominating party or perspective off of the time. Okay? Which means that we are either getting a distorted version of history, or we are getting a historical perspective only from one side of the coin, and we don't have a holistic view of that history. So, with that said, I'm not saying write off history completely, but make sure to supplement your review of history and understanding of it by having a deeper dive and a more vested interest in human psychology and behavior. Because once you study that, once you understand it, it better informs the motivations and drivers to certain actions in history, and why history has been shaped the way it has been, or why it even took place in the first place, right? Because just reading about history to learn from it, okay, it informs you of events, assuming they're 100% accurate, but it doesn't really tell you what was the driving force, what was the driving behavior or psychology behind the event. You know that an event happened because of such and such, and because of certain circumstances, but not necessarily the psychology that drove the behavior to lead to those events. And again, assuming that all of that history is 100% accurate, which we know it's not. Okay? So, if you want to actually understand how things work, what will happen in the future, or even just to learn from history, make sure to spend more time learning about human psychology and human behavior rather than history. So, this one is a short upload for all intended purposes, but I thought to put it out there because, especially as of late, everybody keeps repeating the saying of study history. If you want to know what's going to happen, study history. And yeah, it's not 100% accurate statement. And study the man, not the history. It's man that repeats himself, not history that repeats itself. Okay? With that said, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you've enjoyed this, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications so you are aware when I upload. And as per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.